Hello and welcome to the channel. Today I am here at the beautiful coast of East Runton to do something that I've never actually done before. In fact, I don't even know if I'm going to be any good at it. It's very different to anything we've actually ever done. Of course, you come to East Runton, you're looking for fossils. One or two people have actually asked us if we've done this, and the answer was always no. So today you've got just me, because quite frankly Stu said he'd rather watch paint dry. But he's working anyway. And we've got little Finley down there. We are complete novices. I've watched a few YouTube videos, I've looked at a few pictures on the internet. That is it. So I'm going to see how easy or not it is to come fossil hunting and find one of the many 20,000 fossils they find a year here, if you've got absolutely no experience like me. So let's go. So here we are, like I said, the beautiful coast of East Runton here on the North Norfolk coast. We've got Cromer just in the distance over there, and West Runton just over there. But if you know anything about this area, then you'll know that just over here somewhere, many years ago, they found the largest and oldest woolly mammoth they'd ever found in the whole world, I think. So you never know, we might be in luck. So here we are, the tide is on its way out, which I guess is a good time to go. I'm being careful not to film like kids and stuff, because obviously I'm on the beach and it's a quite nice day, if not a little blustery. But this is what we're looking at. To me, that just looks like a bunch of shingle and a load of old stones, if I'm honest. But I went to the museum in Cromer yesterday, and they've got a nice little exhibit about fossils. So I feel a little bit confident that I've got a vague idea what I'm looking for. I think it's like a needle in a haystack maybe, but let's have a look. If I find something that looks a little pretty or interesting, I'll probably just come home with a load of old stones. I'll let you know. Now, for those of you that are obviously very experienced fossil hunters, if any of you have bothered to watch this at all, then you will probably find it hilarious. Like I said, I think I'm probably just going to go home with a bunch of pretty looking stones. But I'll show you what I have picked up. I don't know if they're anything. Maybe they are, maybe they aren't. Maybe you can tell me. Look at these. This one's got some sort of nice, pretty swirly lines in it. I mean, is that a fossil? Who knows? This one looks quite interesting. Again, I mean, I don't know, some sort of creature who lived in the sea many millions ago, years ago. I don't know. But we've got some quite amazing cliffs up there. I mean, this is, I believe, mainly made up of chalk and, as you can see, sort of sandiness and all the rest of it, created from the ice age that sort of churned the ground here. I'm going to pretend that I know how long ago it was, but let's just say many millions. A lot of the creatures along here, I did read actually, were from around about 700,000 years ago. I think that possibly was when the last ice age was. Again, have a laugh because I'm probably wrong. But they say Norfolk is flat, but wow, this certainly proves that wrong. Now, of course, being an absolute amateur, in fact probably worse than amateur, I've researched a little bit. My understanding is that you need to look for rocks with sort of an interesting pattern on them. I mean, this could be some sort of fossilized crustaceans from when this was all under the sea. Who knows? Maybe I'm just speaking crap. These ones have got some interesting sort of patterns and swirls in them. I mean, could we crack that open to find the most amazing ammonite? Again, I haven't brought a hammer, so I don't know. I'm not taking them all home, but I think that is the sort of thing that we are looking for. So we'll keep looking. You never know, we might find something amazing. Oh, beginner's luck, because I have actually spotted a fossil. And I think everyone and anyone knows what this is. This is a belemnite, and I've actually found these before. My dad used to help me find them when I was a kid. This would have been some sort of squid-like creature. I think it came from its tail. Again, I'm not sure how long ago. If I find out, I'll put it on the screen. But that is a genuine fossil. So you never know. There still might be some mammoth teeth or tusks or something to find out there as yet. Now, I just spotted something that could, or maybe isn't interesting. I don't know. But look at that. It looks almost like it could be a huge big lump of sort of slightly stained quartz crystal. I should have brought a hammer with me maybe, giving it a bit of a crack to see. But if it is, it's certainly a great big lump of it. I'm not taking it home with me because that's way too big and heavy. But again, maybe you could tell me. Now, having watched other YouTubers wandering around picking up things, knowing exactly what it was, I picked up this stone that looks a little bit like some of the things that they've picked up. Swirly little patterns and things on them, which they sort of said, oh, possibly had like an ammonite inside it. Who knows? Who knows? But I'd like to find something that looks a little bit more convincing, like it is definitely a fossil. Oh, is this another belemnite? I think it is. I haven't found anything overly convincing yet, but we'll keep looking. We're not going to give up just yet. Now that has got to be a teeny tiny little belemnite. Surely it has. Oh, a bit sandy. Absolutely certain of that. I mean, it looks like it's been washing around in here for many, many years. It's quite worn out, but this is about the only fossil that I'm really certain of, to be honest with you. I'd like to find some fossilised wood or a mammoth's tooth, or even some sort of tusk or something would be great, but we'll stick with the belemnites for now. They're clearly easy to find. And another little one. Super duper. So I'm almost sure that I've spotted something down here. This little teeny tiny piece here, I'm almost quite sure that that might be a bit of fossilised wood, or possibly bone, but it certainly looks very much like the photos I've seen of things which are fossils. I don't know if you can sort of pick the grain up there, but yeah, what do you think? Fossil or not? Right, so still wandering along, picking up things that look interesting. And I found a couple of rather unusual looking stones. This one is a lovely sort of a reddishy burgundy colour with these little sort of speckles in it, which I thought looked unusual. Definitely not like anything I would normally see. Is it a fossil? Who knows? Maybe you could tell me. And also this one, again, strange looking freckles in it or something. I mean, that's certainly looks interesting. Who knows? Maybe you do. Now, here's one for you experts out there, because I've just spotted something. And I might be completely wrong, but this looks like it's got the texture to either a bit of fossilised tooth or bone or wood or something or another. I don't know, it's got a very different look to other things that I found here. Not too much going on that side, but maybe one of the experts out there can tell just by this little bit of footage that it definitely isn't. And again, have a little laugh and let me know. And I spotted another belemnite. Fantastic. Now this is quite interesting. Like nothing I've actually seen so far. Certainly not from the other side anyway. Like a blackish sort of pattern into there. I don't know. Is that something? Now, I'm not going to get too close, of course, because this place is prone to rock falls and all sorts of things, but just taking a closer look at the makeup of this, because you can see if you look closely, it's got all these big chunks of flint and stuff just sort of sticking out amongst the sand, and I believe at the bottom is the chalky bit. I think that's the oldest layer, but you can see the way that it was all made up. It's quite fascinating. This huge chunk is different soil to the one over there, but interesting if you like a bit of geology, I suppose. Well done if you're still watching. You did a lot better than the guys that left as soon as they found out I was looking for fossils anyway. But I've found a few little bits already. I'm not doing terribly. I bumped into some people actually that had found a small piece of ammonite, which was quite amazing. If you don't know what an ammonite is, I'll put one on the screen now. That's what I would love to find, but I think to find the best ones, you kind of need to know what rocks you're looking for. The ones with the little hints that there might be something interesting inside, and give it a lump with a hammer and the most amazing thing will rise out of it. But we haven't brought a hammer, like I've already said, so we are literally, it's just eyes only looking. But those belemnites seem to be aplenty, so I'm quite happy with those. They're still fossils. We're still having a lovely day here on this amazing coastline here. So I'm going to keep looking because they are clearly here to be found. Now, one thing I did learn about yesterday was about fossilised amber. And it looked a bit like this in the museum. I'm not sure whether that is actually a piece. Maybe it is. Now, I have just spotted something that I absolutely do know what it is. I promise. A bit of beautiful sea glass. Look at that. Fantastic. Not what I came for, obviously, but I'm certainly going to be taking it home. And actually, there's one or two other little bits and pieces around here as well. That is rather unnatural, but I think I might take them because they're so worn out. Brilliant. Spotted one or two interesting little bits here. One of them is definitely a fossil. Yes, it's another belemnite. This one's quite a perfect little one with a lovely little hole in it. Super duper. And just up here, I've spotted something which looks very much like a bead, but I've got a feeling this is actually like a little fossil. I'm sure I've spotted these before on people's beachcombing videos. They've mistaken them as well for little beads, but some sort of little bit of fossilised coral or something, but that's actually quite nice. I didn't expect to find one of them, so very happy. Still looking, still looking. Is it a fossil? Is it a stone? I don't know. It's a good day for the belemnites, if nothing else. Oh wow, I've just spotted something that's caught my eye because it's really sparkly. I don't know how well that's catching that on the camera, but that's full of little sparkly bits. Well, it's quite pretty anyway. I don't know what it is. I mean, I don't know if there's any sort of significance. I'm not an expert in stones, as I've probably already said, but that was nice. Interesting little lines in that one. I don't, again, is it just a natural piece of stone, or was it something else once upon a time? Now there's something I do know about. Pretty certain that that's some sort of war relic. Possibly a World War I pillbox. There we go. Here's a pretty looking stone. I suppose here's where somebody tells me this is a piece of brick. So we've sort of given up a little bit looking for anything other than the belemnites. And there's some really massive ones that we're picking up now. Obviously I'm not showing them all. Even Finley has managed to find some all by himself. So that's quite impressive. And he's also got some rocks which he's convinced have got ammonites in them. Maybe we'll find out when we get home. But we're nearly back up to East Runton, where we started from. So if we find anything interesting on the way back, we'll let you know. Chances are we probably won't.
Right.
Oh, look, Finley. That would have been a really big one.
Yeah.
Looking at the end of that. Gosh. And what have you found?
I just found the watch, so I'm going to drop it where I can.
He's found a load of old rocks too.
I know.
Brilliant. What is that? Gosh, well it might not be a fossil, or maybe it is, but it's certainly a really unusual looking stone, which we could just pretend is a tooth. As you can see, we're not the only ones looking here for fossils today. I think these guys just here probably know what they're actually looking for though. They certainly look like they mean business. Look at that. It's certainly got something interesting going on in it. Whether or not it's a fossil, I don't know. Ah, look, might just be another belemnite, but I think this is probably the biggest one I've found so far, with the actual point on it. Look, it's like nearly 2 inches big. Easily pleased. Fantastic. Last find of the day. Teeny tiny, but perfect. You guessed it. Little belemnite. Right, so I think that's all the fossil hunting we're going to do for today. I mean, it's been different. Certainly has. Finley's actually quite enjoyed it, just picking up random stones. But basically, I suppose the point of this video was just to prove that if you are somebody who knows absolutely nothing really about fossils, like me, then you can come down to the beach here, particularly East Runton, I suppose, and find fossils with the family, bring the kids. He's had a great time. And even though I have found little more than a massive pocket full of belemnites, which I will put a little picture of all the ones that I found in afterwards, then you can find fossils. I'm sure that many of the things that I've picked up probably weren't of any interest, but if they were, please tell me, because I'd love to know. But anyway, from here on the North Norfolk coast, at East Runton, from Exploring with Emma Stu, or Emma Finley today, thanks for watching. And if you liked the video, then give it a thumbs up and subscribe. That would be really great. And if you haven't, then I am sorry. I know it's been quite different, but you know, sometimes a bit of change is good. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.